What's up, Thrift Gang? Welcome back to another episode of Vlogmas here at Good Game Grabs. We are down here in the Dirty Dungeon. You guys have seen a lot of the Dirty Dungeon in Vlogmas, but we've also been spending a lot of time down here, and that's how the day-to-day goes. Today, we're just going to talk about some stuff that has sold, that we're going to list, and take a little trip to the Goodwill bins as well. So strap on in, guys. Enjoy the episode. Before we dive into this episode, guys, I just want to take a moment to ask you guys pretty please, if you guys have not hit that subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 2,000 subs before the end of the year. We would love to see that happen. Also, Tank's barking outside. We want to just say that if you haven't shared the channel with somebody, maybe consider sharing the channel with somebody. We'd really also appreciate that as well. We love you guys for it, and on with the episode. So I'm here at the listing station with two items that I'm going to get out of the way before we start digging into clothes. Yes, we have been making that pile get smaller as of yesterday. I know we said December 1st was going to be the goal to get through that pile. It didn't happen, but we're working on it, and that's what matters. The first thing up, though, I spent some of my morning cleaning this game. I got this game through a trade for some really awesome records that we found from the bins, and it kind of got lost in the fray. I thought I was going to keep it in my collection. I ended up not keeping it in my collection, so it is going up for sale. But I spent part of the morning getting these contacts cleaned and tested out well. Took a picture of the testing so I can put that in my listing. This is about a $50 game if it's complete. It doesn't have a manual, so it'll probably go up for like 35 or 40. But that was that for the Genesis stuff. The next up is this GTX 960 graphics card. This is a EVGA submodel. And yeah, so this 960 was from Zesty's old build when I built her PC last year for Christmas. And yeah, so this she got an upgrade, and this is the leftovers. Don't really have a use for it right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it. These are going for around 80-ish bucks, 80, 90 bucks. So yeah, instead of it just being a paperweight and maybe using it in the future, we're just gonna get the money and roll that into some thrifted stuff, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and list these two items really quick, and then we're going to move on to the clothing. I'll give you guys a little tour of the clothing setup. I know I haven't done that yet in Vlogmas, so we'll go run through that and how I list my clothing and the whole process. So this is my not so incredible clothes listing area, and I will explain to you the ins and outs of how I made it and what I would do to improve it. So let's get to it. So the first thing that I did is, and you won't be able to see this very well, but this back here is a piece of plywood. It's not very thick. I think it's maybe a 1/4 inch plywood. And then I took some foam board, some very cheap foam board from Menards, I think it was, either Menards or Home Depot. And I glued the foam boards to the plywood. And then I took this foam, or felt rather, not foam, felt kind of material from Joann's Fabrics. You could probably find it at like Hobby Lobby maybe too. But then I did staple gun that back behind there to make it taut. And that is the basis of my setup. One gripe that I have right now that I really want to fix is when I have longer garments, I run out of space at the bottom. So I need a hook like right here. I need to actually put a hook maybe off this piece of wood up here so I can hang this hanger up top. You guys can see that I did have a piece of fishing line here, and no, that just wasn't going to work. It was going to hang too low and all this and that. In hindsight, I would probably also make this taller, this entire thing taller. This thing is very wide right now. And yeah, it needs to be taller and more narrow, and that would be suitable for most clothing items. Moving on to the base, it's literally just a part of a generic shelf that you can buy at your big box store. You could probably find this at the thrift for pretty cheap. I see these like legs and these little tops floating around all the time in like the bins. I've got a big bag of pool filter sand down there to hold it down to keep everything from wobbling around. These are my bags. We'll get to that in a minute. My measuring stick here, which is always handy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But moving on to the lighting, these little lights are little like key lights. They're cheap off of Amazon. I regret buying these. They're just simply not bright enough, guys. You kind of get what you pay for when it comes to key lights and like more... I don't want to say studio lighting, but lighting along those lines, like lighting that is for production, you get what you pay for. And these things are simply just not bright enough to stand on their own. So I had to add this this cheapy little clamp light. These are super common. You guys have probably seen these. I thrifted a bulb. I mean, it's just as basic can be, but it works. The lighting works, and that's what matters. If you guys have any more questions about the setup, I'd be happy to answer them either Instagram DM or on Discord. You can find the link to the Discord down below. It's absolutely free. Come chat with us. One last thing that I also do is I put a number on here, these stickers, these inventory kind of stickers. I think they were from Amazon or eBay. I can't remember which one, but I will also take a picture of that so I know what SKU number to put in when I do my listings on my desktop PC. So as far as stuff going out today, guys, I really wanted to talk about this Pittsburgh Pirates hat. I believe this was either a throwback or somebody looked over this. And you know, again, guys, I just feel like people look over this stuff at the bins, guys. The tag was a little washed out. It did have a little bit of marker right here on the bottom of the bill, but we cleaned it up nice. It smells nice now. It looks good. And this sold for full asking price of $28.99, free shipping. Let's freaking go. I love a hat sale that's close to 30 bucks. And this is the second item out of 4 that shipped out today, guys. This was a Harley Davidson Build-A-Bear clothing set. Again, guys, like, people look over this stuff all the time. I mean, the Build-A-Bear plushes themselves can be valuable, right? Most of the time, I'm just taking the clothes off of them because they're easier to list, easier to ship, and just as valuable as the bears themselves. So just keep a lookout for this stuff, guys, especially if it's like really on brand, you know, like iconic brands like Harley Davidson. This stuff will sell fast, especially Build-A-Bear stuff. And this sold for $12.95 free shipping. So not a ton of money, but again, guys, easier to list, easier to ship than the dang plush. Took me 2 seconds to throw it into a padded poly, and you know, we finally set the bins, so even the polys were cheap. All right, 3 p.m. rotation here at our local St. Louis Goodwill bins in downtown. Our bins does 2 rotations a day. If you guys don't remember, they do one at 10 a.m. in the morning, and then they do one at 3 p.m. in the morning with a little break in the middle of them. I just don't even know what we're gonna go after today. I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow. I've been really addicted to going into media, and you know, somebody like myself, I really kind of just, I go in phases, you know, like I will go to media first for a while, then I'll go to GM first for a while, and they'll do clothing, whatever it may be. But I'm just kind of feeling like we just go in between all 3 and just see what happens. Shout out to Brian. He said that they kind of mixed up the bins for this afternoon rotation from the morning stuff. So he's like, there's probably not anything crazy in here. Did find Blu-ray, sealed DVD. Those are kind of cool. What are they? I don't even know. They're like little poster things. So I don't know how long we're going to spend in the media. We might just jump over to the GM really quick and see what we can grab over there, and then maybe come back over. Okay. All right. Some mags. We just sold some Nerf accessories and stuff, so I will gladly take some mags that are still in working condition and lot them up for, you know, 18-20 bucks or so. Looks like there's some Nerf stuff right here, and I'm getting hugged by Tim. That was a good luck hug, right? Hey! You got that receiver, I saw that. No, I'm fine. Thank you, though. Oh my god, and another one. Alright. This could be like 25 bucks worth of mags. This is going to be the shot in the dark, guys. All these Aurora Tracks pieces. 1971. Kind of cool. Alright, I'm taking this whole thing. I got more in the cart too. Y'all ever been to a Rendezvous Barbecue in Memphis? It's definitely on my bucket list of barbecue places to go. This is a little strap back adjustable. Should clean up pretty okay. I have no idea if this is even worth anything, but I think Rendezvous is iconic enough that we can take it. So when it comes to blanket controllers, guys, Biddeford is really a top tier name. This, I don't know if I've ever sold this model before, but definitely looks nice, definitely looks newer, so we're definitely gonna grab at that. We also grabbed this pot because it said made in USA. I have no freaking idea about any cookware, but we're gonna find out today. Just dug up this little, it's like Life Alert, I think. It's called Logic Mark, Freedom Alert. Yeah, enjoy the freedom of independent living. I don't know, we'll check that out. This little Netgear, this is an older one, but we're still gonna check it out. This is one of the AC models, Nighthawk models. So we'll check that out for sure. What is this? Army. Okay. Is this the ripoff of Barbie? There's a whole thing going on here. I mean, made in USA, I'm taking it. I don't know, I have no clue about this one. This is definitely a shot in the dark. These can be so hit or miss, guys. You guys have heard me talk about these on the channel, but clip-in cycling shoes. These are by Specialized, pretty solid name in bikes, so we're definitely gonna go ahead and grab them. They're definitely in good shape. Yeah, they're definitely in good shape, so we'll see what these are about. Only had one little tiny game score today, and yee. Now, what other tiny little game score was this though? But you know, this is 3 times worth, so heck yeah, I'm happy about that. I'm just kind of scavenging at this point, just going over very slowly in the edges of each bin, trying to you know, get scores like we were at Sports Resort that people have missed. Sealed 8-track. Interesting. I've never seen a sealed 8-track before. Oh, not sealed. Alright. Alright. This looks like it might be money. I typically look up any hardback Bible that's in good condition, especially newer. This looks to be like kind of new open box. It does have $41 on there at one point in time, so hopefully it's like 20 to 30 by now. Hopefully, maybe. This right here is a little tape score if it's in there. And it is. Let's freaking go. A little Van Halen action. Yee yee. Yee yee. The media finds later on in the day were better than we were first here. I think I'm calling it good, guys. I told myself I wasn't going to be here that long, and it's already turning into this, which is nothing new for us. I mean, that's just the way it goes. Look, I'm still wandering back over here. I'm like, there's got to be one more thing buried under here. It's going to be good. Did find more CDs for trade. And that's kind of what's left, is just more like trade fodder stuff. Maybe a gem of a book or two. Not holding my breath though. What's this?
Oh, good. This is why I like to come here for the stuff.
Bush.
The odd stuff.
That's a Wii.
Yeah.
That's a Wii base. Yeah. Good job.
And I need this.
Oh, you should let me know. I got a bunch of them. Okay, guys, I got the bin. Well, homework time. I got some books to scan. We got one record up here. A bunch of like trade fodder CDs. This was the last game that I found. I'm not confident in this being worth very much at all, but we're out here. I will say that this is worth double than what I thought it would be. It is actually $10 complete, so I'm eating crow a little bit on this one, guys. You know, it's fine. I mean, let's see how the disc looks. Oh, disc looks fine. All right, cool. Little start of a, you know, $7 net profit, hopefully. I can't find this exact comp for this Bible, guys, but I found the red color version for $20 on a bid. There was another one, I think, for $30. I'm gonna take a shot on it just because it's gonna be by the inch, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looks like new open box, so I think we can get at least 20 out of it. We're only going to pay 2 inches worth, so 70 cents. I knew this sports game looked a little special because I had never seen it before, and some of these offshoots can be good. 15 bucks complete, so pretty happy about this little scoop up right here that somebody probably passed up. So heck yeah, we're $15 bill. A little Bedford blanket controllers here. We're gonna look this up together, guys. So this is pre-owned. There was 27 listed on pre-owned. 243 sold, guys. 243 sold. 25 best offer with 5, 24 free, 29 free, 20 with 10, 30 best offer free, 33 free, 30 free. I mean, guys, the sell-through rate is insane, and it's just easy to test, easy to list, all that good stuff. Like, just easy money, guys, easy money. On the specialized clip-in cycling shoes here, there were 2 exact comps, one at 60 with 10 and another one at 75 with 10. These things will probably sell slow because there's just not many, you know, there's just not many sold, but there's also not many listed, so it's just going to be one of those slower sellers. But these things are in pretty good shape, so I imagine we get at least 50 bucks out of them. I'm going to go ahead and take these guys. I totally thought this was hokey, guys. I was kind of joking when I picked this up, but there's actually a pretty decent amount of these sold in the last 90 days. Unfortunately, I don't have the little attachment thing that goes with it. So yeah, if we did, we were looking at like 30 to 40 bucks or so. I think this is something good to look out for in the future if I can find more accessories with it, but for now I'm throwing it back. Found a King Cobra iron here, 5 iron, oversized, with a pretty solid looking shaft on it too. There was a couple that were at 50 bucks. There was another one listed here that went on sale that sold for 20 with 14 and ship. Some sets here, but you know, I mean, those are sets, obviously. This might take a while to sell, but I still think we can get, you know, anywhere from like 20 to maybe even 30. I want to say between 20 and 30 for this club. Guys, I was super hoping that I would find some slot cars. It wasn't a train track, it was slot cars. I was hoping to find some cars because those are the most valuable thing if you do find this stuff. Found no cars. I think I'm just going to take the track and just lot up the track, and there's a bunch of different pieces. I see like 40 to 50-ish bucks in just track there. But yeah, unfortunately all this other stuff is just very common or doesn't sell for very much. So if these controllers were super clean, I would consider taking these. I just don't have the time or the know-how to clean these, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave them. I'm sure somebody will snag them and clean them themselves, but yeah, unfortunately no slot cars, but still worthwhile track. Okay guys, overhaul time. We got our track we just talked about, of course. Personal item, we got that Rendezvous barbecue hat right there, hopefully good. Another personal item right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Nerf mags. I feel like we'll probably lot those up for like 25 bucks free shipping. Moving on to the media, this Downtown Abbey sealed is going to go on Amazon for about 15 bucks or so. A couple of CDs for trade, Blu-ray for trade. We had another Ace of Base there for trade. Wii Sports Resort, Modern Warfare 3, the Bigs 2 that we talked about, personal item in the hard drive, Van Halen cassette, Depeche Mode, Paul Abdul, AC/DC, Brooks and Dunn, all for trade. Feel like those are going to do well. And then of course our nice Bible down there. We also got our King Cobra Club right there. We have our Netgear Nighthawk. That'll do us well for around 20 bucks or so. Our specialized clip-in cleats, whatever you want to call them, not cleats, cycling shoes rather. You know, that $50 bill maybe. And of course our Biddeford with the insane sell-through. We love to see it. What a really small, sweet haul. I'm loving everything in here. Almost forgot these two guys on the bottom here. All right, we got a Goosebumps that somebody threw back. We're definitely gonna keep that. I think I don't have this one, and then of course that Xbox One game that we looked up at the very beginning. So heck yeah, let's go. I gotta put these up front because these are gonna be by the inch and everything else will be by the weight. All right, y'all, a smooth 27-26 today. Not too bad. We'll sell a couple games, make everything else profit, and let's get this stuff in our IKEA bag and get out of here. Hey, guess what? There's 15 more days or so, somewhere around there, of content, daily content just like this. So hit that sub button if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the video, we'd really appreciate it. Also leave us a comment, be like, hey, what's up guys, you guys really rock, or a question or whatever it may be. We'd love to hear from you. But until then guys, we will see you later on the next grab and tomorrow on the next day of Vlogmas.